Hi, this is me again, Mr. J, the one and only MGTOW the Joker, back with another video. You know, while I was searching for the next video content, I came across this article where this woman had made business card to find a bloke. So nowadays, the competition for sexual market value is very fierce, and women are trying to find creative ways to approach men. Since due to men are not how they used to be, because of local laws and on sexual harassment, and it's very difficult to and unusual see men catcalling someone or just saying something nice to a woman because of fear of retaliation. She might take it on the wrong way, or she'll call the police, and you can get in trouble. So that is pretty much one of the things that's pretty much the outcome, or the fields, um, the field, how the field looks like in the dating world. Now, if you stick to the end, I promise that you'll have a blast about the story and how women find creative ways to land the man. And like always, I'll give you a contribution on what I think about this subject, so it can help you in the future. But before we continue, remember to follow me on Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. And now, without further ado, let's get this video started.
You can play that game. Because you are a joke. You're a joker.
All right, so here it is. This next, this next article, it's made by the U.S. Sun. It says business and pleasure single woman makes date me business card asking for a bloke with a dad bod. As you can see in the in the article, I mean, in reality, I don't think she is single woman. In this case, I think it would be more likely, or more, to be a single mom instead, because she's asking for a mom. I mean, for a dad. It says for a bloke with a dad bod, and it puts them on stranger cars. So, first of all, the first impression that I got on the title is that, the lady here know where she's at in the food chain of the market value, of the sexual market value. So as you can see, the lady here, not a bad person. Not doesn't look ugly or anything like that. She, at least she's understandable, because you got a little one photo, one picture here of her whole body, and then a picture of her smile, and her drinking coffee in a mask. So let's see what happened. According to the business card, on the flip side, she said that she's 24 years old. She's gainfully employed, mom of one. You see, it's actually a single mom that she's looking for a partner. And then she says that she's independent. She also said that she is humorous, and so what the hell it says there? Oh, spontaneous. She says that she's spontaneous. She also said here that she will share food with the guy, and enjoys a cool beer. So not bad, At least she's a person that's a normal person. She said that she's looking for a single man. She also said don't dad bod preferred. So she not actually a single man, but I would say a single dad. She's also looking for a someone between 27 and 46, and she must. The guy must also share his food. And she also said relationship seeking. So it was curious to me because this is a first very very creative way to actually meet men. I see more and more nowadays relationship are more like a business type approach than anybody else, than anything else. Before, back in the day, you just like you said something to a girl, and she'll laugh and you'll continue on pursuing. But now, since guys are pretty much like, no, I'm not doing this thing no more because I get in trouble. Women are taking like the business type approach for them to find someone. So let's get going with the article. It says a single woman. No, I don't like that terminology. Single woman tired of her mom asking her when she will get a boyfriend, has revealed she has made date me business card to hand out to men. In reality, she doesn't hand out to men. She just put on the cards according to the whole article. It says here that the incredible card states that she is looking for a bloke with a dad bod who's looking for a relationship. So now you can see that, she's 24, she's a single mom, not actually looking for a single man. She's looking for, because she understands her position in the hierarchy, and she's looking for a single dad instead. Says tired of my mom asking if I'm ever going to date again. I think that's an excuse. So she'll have the courage to go out there and do what she intends to do. So I made dating cards. She said I made dating cards about me, and I'm going to put on cards where men hang out. Now you see, at first, like you're handing it down to men. No, she's not handing it out to men. The business card. What she's doing is that she's just putting on cards what she believes those are cards that belong to men. On cards where men hand out. So I made dating cards about me and going to put on cards where men hang out. So she's really actually scared to actually approach the guys. Instead, what she's trying to do is that she's trying to kind of look at people and find out, pick up a target, just put her business card into these guys guards, and have the guys call her, which is, I think, is a good marketing strategy. I don't know. She took it business approach, but let's see where they she's actually doing it. So I think this is where she's actually doing it. It looks like a mall to me. Um, probably um, probably a car dealership, or maybe an auto parts store or something like that in there. So I guess she had she had the right place where men hang out, because most of the time, if you're looking for men outside of the party, outside of the bar, outside of the stuff, usually men hang out over at auto stores, or maybe you could actually look for them over at a, I wouldn't say car dealership, but auto zones and parts dealerships, and you can even go to stores like Home Depot and Lowe's and things like that. That's where you find most of this of these type of men, especially between 27 and 46 these years. I mean this time. So let's keep on reading to see what she was doing. It also said TikTok user Brave Babe 2021, I guess, share a video showing of the snazzy two-sided cards she made to find her Prince Charming. She wrote, tired of my mom asking if I ever going to date again. Like I said, I think this right here, it's an excuse for her to actually go and have the courage to do what she was supposed to do. It's really difficult. I mean, to actually for a woman to go out there and expose themselves. So they got to use these types of statements so they can be able to continue on and do what they're supposed to do, give them the courage enough to actually do these things. It also says, so I made this dating cards about me and going to put it on cars where men hang out. Yeah, she's not even handing it to men. He just put it into cars. So the front of the printed business cards cards feature 3 photos of her with the text, shooting my shot with you if you're single. So most of the time, when you go out there and expose yourself in that manner, you're running into a lot of risks, especially with guys, because when you're exposing yourself, most of the time the guys was like, okay, maybe I call, maybe I don't. It depends. You gotta play the numbers. That's a risk, and most of the time, we as males have stopped playing the numbers, and here is one of the reasons why. Let me get you out of this article, and I'm gonna put you into another article so I can explain to you why. So here's one of the articles that I find out that talks about the reason why we just stop playing the numbers and we just stop talking to girls, or approaching to girls, or doing our job to go out there and meet women. So it says TikTok star Justin Paradise accuses YouTuber Jake Paul of sexual assault, and says he did not ask for consent. And then the story goes that this girl was invited to Jake Paul's house 2 years ago in 2019, and she went out there, and she was she actually signed in a non-disclosure agreement that accepting whatever it is that they were going to be doing out there. And now she came and she came in and with this article and claiming that she wasn't supposed to do uh, whatever that she did with the guy was not consensual, and she started doing all these stuff. And right now you got articles like this, and this is the girl, like this is the TikToker. It says Paradise display in her video screenshot on several text messages that she said she received from Paul, screen grab YouTuber, YouTube, and this is what happened. These type of women that they do not take responsibility for their own actions, and all of a sudden, they sign paperwork and they sign things in non-disclosure agreements, and with the purpose of for her to actually take responsibility for themselves and find and continue on doing what they were supposed to be doing. So that is one of the reasons why guys are not approaching no more. Another reason is that the Me Too movement, teen girls seek out safe spaces online, their own Me Too movement. Young women are turning to social media in search of non-judgmental to speak honestly about sexual violence in their daily lives. So you have these things, and that's the reason most of the guys, especially the guys that had something to lose, like houses, like jobs, like places, careers and stuff like that, they just don't do it. They don't talk to women, they don't approach to them, they don't do anything at all, and we're letting the women's actually do the approach. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing that women are speaking out. What I'm saying is that there's gotta be a silver lining. There's gotta be a point where women had to take responsibility for their own actions. If you're going out there, I would, in my opinion, I would respect more a woman that actually take responsibility for her own actions and say, I sleep around with this many guys and that and the other thing, and it was my own doing, than a woman that it's just like releasing that responsibility to somebody else and play the victim. You see that most of the time, the majority of the women nowadays, they do that. They actually go out there and do their stuff, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, I am not responsible. It wasn't me. Things like that, men will frown upon, and that's why most men got fed up with that, because they're not allowed. They're not gonna play that game. They're not gonna do it. So now you find women like this one trying to actually being forced to actually look for somebody, or being in relationship, trying to look or seek a relationship, and they sort out these type of creative ways to actually do find someone, you see, which I believe, in my opinion, that it would be this way. It's much more better than Tinder. It is what it is. Tinder's Tinder, and this is much better. At least somebody whoever calls her up, and she could be able to swipe left or swipe right and say, I will dismiss this guy, I'll go with this guy. So that's basically what they're having right now. Anyway, in my opinion, her strategy is better than Tinder, because that way you can actually get an actual date, and you can actually talk to a real person at first, and she can actually control better the relationship. It when a woman does something like that to me, it's telling me that she is definitely interested, and she's not blowing off. She's actually looking for a relationship. It depends on the man whether he wants to, pursue a relationship, or you just want to play the game or whatever. Another thing is that women are now finding how hard it is to approach guys, and they're being forced to do what we were doing years ago. And in her case, she will have to contend with the unknown, usually, and that's very hard for women to do. So basically, those are my contributions on this article, this very first article, and the reasons why, because of sexual harassment laws and the Me Too movement, that we're just like blowing the women off and say, you know what, I don't care about what you're trying to do. I'm not doing it. I'm just going my own way. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this, about my findings? I like to know your opinion about it. I really do. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, click subscribe, the notification bell for more content like this. I will see you in the next video. This is Mr. J signing out. Bye.
Two can play that game. Because you are a joke. You're a joker.